So was there really a global flood as described in Genesis? I think that perhaps more than any of the biblical narratives, the teaching of a global flood receives more skepticism than any other. In fact, even a lot of Christians struggle with this concept. So the question is there any evidence outside of the Bible for a global flood? And the answer is yes. For starters, there's some circumstantial evidence. Interestingly, the Chinese word for boat, which is a pictograph, means 8-person vessel. And here's actually a photo of it. I don't know if you can see that or not. But is that a coincidence that the Chinese word for boat means 8-person vessel and that there were 8 people on the ark? I don't think so. Secondly, there's geological evidence as well. Examples of fossilized marine life has been found well above sea level. In fact, fossilized marine life has even been found on the top of mountain ranges. There's also anthropological evidence. There's about a dozen denominators surrounding the flood. Global wickedness, a warning from God, instructions to build a seafaring craft to save mankind and the representatives of the animal kingdom. And there's over 160 cultures that have a global flood story that includes most of these denominators. I mean, I'm talking from the ancient Near East to Australia to here in the desert Southwest among the Native American communities as well. Now, of course, there's also the Bible. We have the account in Genesis 6 through 9, and the Bible, in addition to being a spiritual manuscript, is also a historical manuscript as well. Jesus, in fact, just very matter-of-factly talks about the flood. Let me read this to you. He says in Matthew chapter 24, beginning at I'll start here in verse 37. It says, "For as were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and given in marriage until the day when Noah entered the ark." Verse 39 says, "And they were unaware until the flood came and swept them all away. So will be the coming of the Son of Man." So Jesus just very matter-of-factly makes reference to the flood. Now, this coming Sunday, I'm actually going to do a special message on this particular topic. I'm calling it Noah, the Original Prepper. Preppers are those who they prepare for, worst-case scenarios. And actually, this is the case with Noah. He was the original to prepare for a disaster. But there's actually a message of hope in this. And I'll unpack some more evidence, and also I'll give you the message behind Noah, which I think actually will be very encouraging for you as well, especially in this particular season that we are in right now. It's some good news coming. So I want to say thanks again for sending in those questions. Please keep them coming. It's been great to spend a little time with you. And I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time. God bless.